Hello, hi, welcome. I am Spatvark, and this is episode 10 of my continuing Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins. Starting a bit late today. I ate dinner way late. I just said to hell with it. I went down to Chippy, Scampi and chips. It's like, despite the fact that the chips cost half of what the Scampi did, it was about 4 times as much volume, and I'm actually feeling very full. I tried to let it settle a bit before starting. And also a stream I really like started at 8 and just starting playing the original Fallout game, which is fantastic. So I'm definitely going to be watching her VODs of this. I still need to watch Carcali's VODs of Favourite Story in pain. Anyway, Dragon Age Origins, episode 10. So like I said, I was gonna do some money stuff, but wait, is this? Yeah, that was the right one. Okay, but yeah, I was going to, but I kinda didn't. Oh, I'm doing that every time. Okay. Right, side quests. Okay, so what I am going to do now.
Yes. Oh, blast it.
Interesting. What am I going to do? Right, so I've got 2 main quests left. I have the Brazilian Forest, so the elves, and I have Orzammar, which is the dwarves. Now, I know from experience, if I'm doing the dwarves, I absolutely want to take Shale. I also want to take Leliana. Right. If I'm taking Leliana as well, she's going to be my main, which means Shell is going to be my tank, which actually means for the first time, Alistair's getting dropped.
Yes.
Indeed.
And then, oh, do I take Morrigan? Of course I'm taking Morrigan.
Indeed.
Don't be silly. Yeah. The thing is, because I'm doing that, I need to Right. Which one do I need? She's going to be tanking, so I need lightning and natural, and over here I want fire. Michelle, you'll get that, and you are going to not have enough constitution for these. Shit. No, I can fix that. I can fix that. Right, just to confirm. Back here. That requires 38 strength, so I need 38 strength, 38 con. That's fine. I can deal with this. Gather my party. Shell,
Yes.
Leliana, Morrigan.
Indeed.
And we're going to the Frostback Mountains. And this is trouble.
There. More of the
speaking, but actually you are going to cast Crushing Prison on that ogre. Shale, I need to make sure your tactics are set correctly. I am missing something, but that's okay. All of this is correct and is what I want you to be doing. And you have a bow out for some reason. You have no stamina already. That's worrisome. You really need to do something about this guy. Okay, no, good. Curious, it's not looting them. Okay.
As you say.
Our Leman sends his regards, Warden. We're trying to keep the roads clear and safe.
Okay, right.
I shall do it.
Full respect on Shale. Level up. Okay. 38 strength. 38 con. And I'm going to be putting a lot of points into dexterity for after this. Is that all I'm going to... Yeah, it's going to be literally everything into dex. Because she's going to be shit. This is going to be actually really problematic how bad Shell's going to be. Why do we only have one skill point? Is that right? Needs more dexterity before we can get that. In which case, I'm going to leave you at that. Oh, I'm not happy about this. Okay.
Silence is death.
Yeah, my tank, so. Well, that wasn't very nice. Okay, and this is where you're supposed to go in, but you can go around if you choose.
Look at all these people hawking their wares. It's almost like a little city. None shall see me.
You have some kind of problem.
I'm here on behalf of the
What is this
Blackstone
about?
Regulars. It's Dawson's
How
plan.
sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
I shall do it.
Ooh. Put that in there. Dust of leather armor. Farron, I believe you got a sword.
Step right up, friend, and have a look at the finest selection of almost new armour and weaponry east of Orlais.
You Farron by any chance?
Oh, you've heard of me? What have you heard? And just so you know, some of my competitors have been trying to besmirch my sterling reputation.
Do you happen to find a Canary sword?
Canary? I'm afraid I don't know the word.
The people you looted by Lake Callan had.
Oh, them. Well, I have a few shields here. I had one sword, but I sold it already.
You know the guy you took it from is still alive?
If I'd known he was still breathing, I would have used a knife. I mean, I'd have been more careful.
Who did you sell it to?
A dwarf. He lives in Redcliffe. His name's Dwin, I think. I don't want any trouble. If you see that giant, tell him I don't have it, would you? I don't, I swear.
Dwin?
Well, he's the proud
I know
owner of
him.
your giant sword. If you'll excuse me, I have this sudden urge to pack.
What can I do for you?
I have a note here from your master.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
So I've updated 7 quests there.
You wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
You live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline. Even if we're denied a caste, the Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone. But they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
How often do you restock an Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Never mind. I
Best
should
of
go.
luck to you.
And
Good-looking Mabari you have there.
yes, I think cow.
The Mabari is the king of Dwarves.
I don't
Respect
remember
him
this
and
guy.
He will be your closest companion and your most loyal defender.
I know quite a bit about the Mabari.
I was chosen by a Mabari myself years ago. I was one of the Ash Warriors under the command of the old King Merrick. We laid down our lives for the king and for freedom, and my beloved Valder paid the ultimate price. Nothing was the same after that.
What do you mean nothing's the same?
They say a Mabari bonds with his human, but they often leave out that the bond goes both ways. No other Mabari could have taken his place. What is an Ash warrior without his hound? There was nothing for me there anymore, and so I left.
I urge you to return. Felden needs a fighting man.
Look at me. I'm an old man. There is no place for me on the battlefield. I know about the Blight. And were I but 10 years younger, I would fight. But my time has passed.
Then I wish you well.
Wait a moment. Perhaps there is something I can do to help. You must know about Kadas, the paint we use to create patterns on the fur of the Mabari.
Yes, I do. What about it?
I know some old patterns from a generation ago. I can teach them to you in exchange for some coin.
Yes, show me. Oh, there's a lot here. I already have one of those. Doesn't have any of the two I've written down. It's already got one of the ones I'm interested in already equipped. The other one's the Trickster. Huh. It's a different name for the same one. Right, can I remember what the Trickster one was and why I wanted it? Why are two of them plus 30% nature resistance? I feel that's a fuck up. 30 physical's not at all bad. Sells for 173. That's really high. That is not terrible. He'll still be there. I can come back to him later.
Some fellow in the tavern said that the Darkspawn turn folks into ghouls.
What's a ghoul?
Something like an abomination, maybe.
Oh, well, that isn't good.
They've lost all sense. Orzammar will starve.
They say no one goes in or out until the assembly speaks.
King Loghain will not...
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Right, I feel like I definitely heard that. Oh, I might have written this down. That the king is dead? Sickness, stand. Remove dots from Redcliffe. Dwarven King has died. Yeah, I learnt that in Lothering. Way back when in episode 3. So I'm not going to say I have an urgent need to talk to your king.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
Why do people treat them?
Because they are dwarves.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endrunaidukan returned to the Stone not 3 weeks ago. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid.
Kaelin are nearly doomed for Eldon. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
Traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Run to your false king. The Dwarves will not hear him today.
King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
That's okay. You've given me the opportunity.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Imagine if all of those were golems.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Paragon Ortan.
It is begun.
I shall do it.
Get back to Dusttown where you belong, Brand, or I'll throw you into the deep roads as a snack for the stalkers.
No. No, no, don't hurt me. I just wanted some food.
Well, that was very nice.
I imagine you have already composed a suitable ballad to commemorate the events at Redcliffe, Leliana.
Why would I do such a thing?
You have taken up your instruments once again, have you not? So to speak. A bard takes events of great import and puts them to tale.
What happened at Redcliffe was horrible. So many people died, and they were violated by unimaginable evil forces.
That was not so difficult, was it? You may wish to add music, however.
You make it sound as if you enjoyed what happened there. I can barely stomach to think of it.
But we were successful in the end. Victory without cost has little worth.
I just think of what that poor little boy went through. No, I don't want to glorify what happened there.
Then who will learn from these events? I would think on it some more, were I you.
That's actually Morgan not being a complete arsehole. Key to the city. Key to the city being one of, if not the best, accessory in the game. Goes in the ring slot. Pardon me.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Charming.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that son fool, I'll have him in the Legion.
Very Calvin. Well. City of Orzammar. Okay, let's talk to Captain of the Guard.
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the Commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories.
I'm learning, checking all the codexes, looking at all these things. So it's like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Mention paragons?
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least
yes, you've already said this. I tried to learn.
A true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Blight coming and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Oh, he's a bit of a jerk.
The Swamp Witch desires something from it.
And if I do, what of it?
It is aware of the Swamp Witch's true nature.
Let me guess. You know my true nature?
I have spent a great deal of time observing the world. I know what I see when I see it.
You spent 30 years watching whatever a small village was willing to parade in front of your eyes. Do not cast yourself as the worldly sage. At best, you are a barely working statue with a poor memory and a poor attitude. Do not seek to begin judging me.
Perhaps it has a point.
Yes, I should think so.
Jordan Proprietor. So, yeah, I'm not going to the proving. Yeah. Person with a name.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what the city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
This Balin, is that King Endrin's son?
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
What do you know about this Lord Harrowmont?
Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont.
People are at each other's throats.
The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead and the Assembly can't decide who takes the throne, Lord Harrowmont or that monster Balin.
Why such hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. and many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
Well, it's a Grey Warden. I'm here seeking aid.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
I have a treaty compelling Orzammar to aid against the Blight.
Blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
Nug Wrangler Burmore.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it
down. If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
That was not there earlier. Box of nugs. Dagna.
You look like you're not from around here.
What gave it away? Yes, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful.
The fact I'm like twice her height.
Someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
You want me to ask them?
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
She's getting a little ahead of herself.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you, and I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Are you alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad thing. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging. Then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Aren't dwarves immune to limbs effects?
Of course we are. Weak surfaces like you touch the ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
Let me see your wires.
Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
Oh, that I am buying that as soon as I goddamn can afford it. That is 100% getting bought. But it's so damn expensive. Life giver. god, I want to buy that too. That's actually really, really handy for tanks. Fine with those. Oh, that's worth anything. That obviously. Diamond wall, precision geared recurve, crossbow. Tier 6. 5 pen for attack. I'm buying that. I will be getting that at some point, but I'm not sure when. I'm also not sure who I'm going to give it to. I mean, I guess I could put it on my main character, my warden, and use it to start getting bow skills. So not my top priority.
Hey, what's down there?
What's this? A human? We make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Why do you need patrols?
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Actually, they made the move on the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
Darkspawn the only danger in these tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Deep stalkers?
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
There are no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too.
Legion of the Dead?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes, or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Today is a good day to die.
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesha's permission to risk yourself.
Fair enough.
Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
I should go.
Aye. For your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
That rune plate wants me to read it, but I can't. That goes to Diamond Quarter. But I'm not done checking this area first. Signpost. Diamond Quarter right, proving ground straight ahead.
Ancestors guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
What were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith Caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rock. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return? Your son is missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
We shouldn't abandon him. I'll look for him if you want.
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
I do not even want to think from what manner of substance a cave-dwelling people would create their spirits.
Casts.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
It leads to this Balin clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
You approve of this chaos?
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change.
Let me see what you have in your store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Okay. Oh. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Do I have one of those? Right, she's got a better hat. Two strength, 2 dex, 1 stamina regen. That is not at all bad. No, I don't care about that. And Silverhammer's maybe go, ooh, but actually no, it's crap. Shadow of the Empire. I don't think so. Otherwise, Mark Sapphire, gun symbol. Didn't want to be spending that much because I didn't save up for that knife. Did I just fuck up? Is that not what I thought it was? That was not what I thought it was. Pats. I don't know how far back this is. Oh!
Topside. The more cracks in the old way, the better. Not your business, but I see.
Say Bane kills
as many
father.
say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Approve of this chaos?
Can't find ore without. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how.
Blight is coming.
Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you.
Let me see what you have. Button. Oh, and I've shot. Yeah.
I'll take your gold.
You're good for that.
You're a prick. Right. One or more points to spend on attributes. Attributes. For some reason, I thought this was it gives you a talent and spells point, which it doesn't. So I'm not actually buying it at this moment in time. It's a dwarf. It's also a chantry member.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
I didn't think dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Whose permission do you need to open
The
a chantry?
Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
The Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city. Every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
So you have deaths in battle, deaths in marriage, and deaths in divorce. If I bump into Shaper, I'll be sure to mention it.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Well, that's Dust Town. Right, does that mean like... Well, let's hit the tavern. Nevin, Cora, waitress, Nug, nervous adventurer.
I told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
What? Get away! You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
Is Darkspawn corruption or just madness?
This thing's older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
More Unbound. 3 first and same incomplete story. Feeling Madeline.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
Things are hardly equal on the surface.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
How does the caste system work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
So you get to vote on the next king. That's also... I hate caste system full stop, but that's a really bad one.
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Just have to rewrite Harrowmont with a W.
As you wish.
So, Harrowmont might be good. Balin seems like a piece of crap. Charming.
I trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
Good to hear a bit about the city.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Is there any place I should see while I'm here?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castlists build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
What's the Proving?
It's a chance for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
Like a drink.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
Take some
I
mead.
have an award-winning honey mead. Surface Family ships it down here every month. Only 1.5 silvers a mug.
Sold.
1 honey mead coming right up. One of the Legionnaires claimed he saw a ragged-looking dwarf heading west while he was patrolling the deep roads. When he tried hailing the dwarf, the fellow ran off, screaming. Well, I have other customers to see too. If you need anything else,
if I
just call
buy
me over.
drink, she gives me hints. Who's Nevin?
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
Merlos, Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunca, something like that.
You, Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
You work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Right, so yeah, I get you. Well, who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Never been in the deep woods.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who's sending you out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Who's Bronca?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Fair enough. I'll leave you be.
It is
I need to be careful here. I really do need to sit down and just start reading these.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
You know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses.
Yeah, okay, I feel you.
My father did business with him. He always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
You part of the Swift cast?
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
Afraid not. Wasn't the Paragon Branko a smith?
That she was. The best to walk these tunnels since Caradon himself. Threw it away, chasing old dreams, though.
Who's Caradon?
The best smith who ever lived, bar none. He gave us the secret of forging golems that could walk, talk, and defend our borders. When we had them, no dwarf had to risk himself against the Darkspawn. It was a golden age for the smith caste. His work was lost centuries ago when his tide fell to the Darkspawn. No one even knows where it is anymore.
What do you mean Branko threw it all away? I have to be really careful. I do not want to talk to him about his daughter.
Didn't last 6 months as a noble before she set into the deep roads looking for ancient secrets. Now she's dead in the tunnels. All that brilliance wasted.
Let me see what's in your store.
Of course. Keep in mind we also take items on trade.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not concerned about the weapons. Rock Knocker. Plus 25 physical resistance. That's actually not bad. It's like just pure defense going big on it, but... And you notice that it's red steel he's selling? Yeah, everything else is Dragonbone. Because everything else is leveled up, that can't level, it's fixed at red steel. No accessories, no others. Some crafting which I'm not interested in. Yeah, you ain't got squat I'm interested in. I am not talking to you about your daughter. I want to go back to the hall. I'm checking here for
the Swamp Witch has a great deal in common with my former master.
The Swamp Witch? How original.
The Swamp Witch has the same arrogance, the same air of cruelty. I would hate for it to have possession of my control rod, if it still worked, of course.
Let me tell you what you can do with your control rod, Gollum.
Is it telling me that if the rod did work, that it wouldn't want control over me?
I wouldn't go so far as that. I could, for instance, command you to go and jump in a lake. A very deep lake.
It fools no one. The Swamp Witch would control everything if it could. It would have us all dancing on its strings.
Oh, you know me too well, Gollum. Your revealing gaze has laid me bare.
I will be watching the Swamp Witch. It must not be trusted.
Now you're beginning to sound just like Alistair.
Got a whole mess of nugs. Okay, back to the commons.
As you say.
That's locked. go up to the Diamond Quarter. And take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes. You can see I've edited this again a little bit. The central logo's been fiddled a bit. I might make those longer, I don't know. In fact, that is not at all right. Because the entire point when I originally designed this, oh god, how long ago was it? We're talking like 20 years ago. It's actually supposed to be a triangle. I'm going to have to redo all that again, aren't I? Anyway, also added some drop shadows and stuff. I'm not sure if it's actually better, but okay. Anyway, break. I will be back in a few minutes. See you soon. back. Okay, Diamond Quarter.
A higher class of midget lives here, I'll wager.
You have come at a difficult time.
Okay, she's named,
Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
but doesn't actually have anything to say.
News of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril. Evidence suggests Lord Balin considering widespread military draft.
Guess what, buddies? I get my way, that's happening to everyone. That's Harrow Monster State. Lady Dace.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Dace. Why is that? Is that DLC?
Lord Harrowmont is a weak man, and he will be a weak king. Yes.
There's the palace. The Chamber of Assembly. Yeah, I was thinking there's something weird about that warp cycle. I can see what it is now. Is that her back foot moves forwards while it's still on the ground? Let's shape for it.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Okay, I guess I'll talk to you.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaper. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. But they couldn't know the value.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I could try to find them.
You're from the surface. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There aren't even any expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly, or some great lord.
What do I know about fighting a Grey Warden?
Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone
How about
the
you
Tig, it was the Warden.
dial it down a little
Prince
notch?
Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days.
Harrowmont's...
Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Two?
Very well.
Book. Orzammar Politics. Another book. In praise of the humans from Nugget proclaimed that it was like eating an unholy union of pork and hare. The idea disturbed him so much that it declined to finish his serving and made himself content with some stale bread. Of course, this only goes to show that surfaces, human or otherwise, have tragically unrefined palates. The Nug is surely the most delicious animal I have ever tasted. Only a dead man would not salivate at the thought of a tender morsel of roast nug melting in his mouth. The Paragon Varen, although his house has fallen, shall always be remembered for discovering the wonders of nug flesh. Admittedly, it was discovered only out of desperation, when he was separated from his legion and lost in the deep roads for a week. But we won't hold that against the good Paragon. While nug pancakes and nug gets, oh, children love these, are the nug dishes one encounters most often, nug can be prepared in other interesting and elegant ways. The late King Ansgar Aedirkan adored nug, seared on a hot metal plate and finished in the oven, and dressed in a cream sauce flavoured with deep mushrooms. You must be careful when using the mushrooms from the deep roads, because they often grow close to darkspawn bodies. They say that this is what gives them their unique flavour and intoxicating scent, but it also means that consuming too many of them may result in curious afflictions of the mind. From In Praise and Humble Nug by Bragan Tolban, Honoured Chef to House Aedirkan. Wall of Memories?
It is begun.
Dwarven Faith. Legion of the Dead. That one that's going to be interesting. Oh, chest. Gloves of Diligence. Oh, and the Search for the True Prophet. Whoops. No, that wasn't the one I wanted. Key to the city. Okay. Okay, don't know where that went.
Very well.
This one Dwarven folk songs. And no nugs hiding here. Okay, I'm going to talk to this guy, but I don't think I'm going to get anywhere.
Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history.
Lyrium?
The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost ties. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lost Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
What's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
And that's what Branka was.
Branka is a paragon, now and into death. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
How did the caste system come to be?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They
I'm not liking this story.
Shotgyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
What about the casteless?
The casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
It seems easy for you to dismiss
Their births are not recorded in the memories. In Orzammar, they do not exist. Is there something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
Yeah, tell me some of Orzammar's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
How did you lose your golems? I'm gonna keep saying golems. I always have, I always will.
The Paragon Caradon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caradon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Golems like this?
Yes. We have only a few dozen left in Orzammar, and I do not recognize this one. Where did you find it? Every golem is precious to us. We'd pay a good sum for a new find.
I'd sooner jump into a pit of lava.
Unfortunate. Was there anything else? I must tell the rest of the Shaperate about this discovery.
Where's Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Enough history. Let's talk basic Orzammar again.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
Go back to my first questions.
Please, speak your mind.
Like your permission to.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
Come on behalf of Brother Burkle at Clavicle Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
The Chancery Charity could greatly aid Orzammar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
Chancery cares for widows and orphans. Obviously, providing work for the casters. Oh, they don't give a shit about that. Children of all castes? No. Cares for widows and orphans.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
No, I thank you for your time.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
Okay, so I have... I have a lot of Orzammar quests. Okay, the assembly. Vartag.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Desher's lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Well, that's not exactly going well now, is it? Oh, I can't go back in. Right, talk to the Bandalore.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in. Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harriman, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Okay. Right, Vartag is Balin. I am not making decisions yet. I'm pretty sure I know who I went for last time. Who are you?
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulan Forrender.
Bugger.
Second to Lord Harriman, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
Right, first things first. I know things about both Balin and Harriman that I should not know already, because this is my second playthrough. It's not even the second playthrough, it's kind of more meta things from later on in the series. I don't think these characters actually appear again later, but you might hear things about them, or they're in comics or books or something. The consequences of the choices. So I actually know that Harriman is the worst choice. Balin's a better choice, despite the fact that Balin is a piece of shit. Harriman is a very good dwarf. It's like saying Donald Trump is a very good white man. Yeah. I absolutely concur. It's about Vok on the other screen. Okay. Treaty.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harriman cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
Well, stop playing games, this nonsense. Yeah, that's a terrible response. I'm not going to do that. As I said, I ignore the meta knowledge I have about this, and the answer is Harriman by far the better choice, right? I would prefer more information. Can I prove I'm not working for
That's a
Balin?
generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deschers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harriman's best fighters into stepping down.
Do you want me to find out why he
That would
fights?
be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harriman would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I don't want to start
I'm
picking
afraid
sides.
your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harriman cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harriman could certainly use you on his side.
Okay, I have managed to not actually agree to it, but I've still got the quest, which is actually just about the worst thing that could have happened. Damn it.
Enemies approaching!
He recovered from that very quickly.
By the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Very well. None shall see me.
Phylactery. Take the vial. Manacluster, motherfucker. Oh, mana class didn't do shit. That was pretty easy fight. So great, scrap of paper. Crap loot. Oh no, crap loot. Second. 6 of them, huh? And a love letter. For some reason, it showed love letter twice. Throne of Orzammar.
It shall be done.
I remember things.
Command me.
Okay, I remember some of this, but clearly not all of it. Oh, that's problematic. Yeah, see, just running over it makes noise. Am I missing something? I mean, I know I'm missing something. Nothing happens. Okay, I don't remember. Nothing happens. Dust. Whoops.
We have much to do. Sometimes silence is best.
What does it want?
Okay. And that would be why I couldn't find it.
Yes, my friend?
None shall see me.
That's annoying. Did I?
Hurry.
Ageless. Weakens the by Darkspawn, messy kills, +4 damage versus Darkspawn, increases hostility and intimidation, is 0.25 stamina regen in combat. That's pretty nice. And I don't care about the armor.
All is well?
I will help however I can.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Okay. That's quite fair, to be honest. Okay, so I'm done in there. I knew there was a bloody dragon fight in there. I was just trying to remember all the parts. Well, obviously that's not a real goddamn dragon.
News of the hour. Does Lord Harriman think that Orzammar can hold off the dwarves forever? The Assembly demands an answer.
News of the hour. 3 more clans endorse Lord Harriman as the true voice of the dwarven folk. Is Paragonhood far behind?
Yeah, sounds like a long way off. No, I'm here for the nugs, buddy. Tercy. So right, battle axe.
I shall do it.
Letter from King Endrin. Oh, I'm going to read this. My Lord Harriman, my guilt weighs heavily on me, and I know now that I was a fool. Only a fool would cut out his own heart and burn it for the sake of appearances. I allowed the Assembly to send my child to exile and death because I feared an inquiry into triumphant murder would taint our house with scandal. You have been my rock and my shield these long months. For that I thank you. But I must ask for one thing more. I wish to discover if my child survived. Even the smallest trace will set my mind at ease. Send your men, your scouts, anyone who will go. Baden thinks I am mad. He says that if word spreads my wish, our house will be undone. He doesn't know that Aelcan is already lost. I destroyed us when I sacrificed what was most precious. Please, Pyron, help me. I come to you not as a king, but as a father. A note from the late King Endrin Aelcan. One moment. Oh, that cough will not fuck off. Getting on towards 5 months. Yeah, we're getting close to 5 months of this crap.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Okay, can't say that's going to help much, but thank you. I missed this. Drawn proprietary.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
Let me see your words. Are you alright?
Oh, I had a little incident. Except when
okay, it's not anything.
I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look.
I can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. That can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. That can go. Oh, that's where it was. I made some good money there.
Go on, I'm out of the nut game. Got nothing to sell.
These things dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
I've got enough for you here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more up.
Are there?
Out there. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Okay. I mean, there are more. The only place I can think of them... Well, there's two places they could be. And I'm going to one of them now. This makes me think there won't be any lugs here.
We're here to kill them all, yes? For sport? We get plenty for that shit once we get caught.
Yeah, they recovered very quickly from getting stunned. Oh no. That wasn't very hospitable of them. Wojak. A couple of his thugs.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
This could be a complete con job. But money is infinite in this game, once you know how.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You, probably don't want to take it out of the box.
No,
I'll be
it'll do
waiting
bad
for the next
things.
order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me, I swear.
Corbett?
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for a thief who does steal from the Shaper.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, I mean this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Oh, I missed.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
No, that doesn't happen.
When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
I have to go
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Spare a bit for the needy? Please. It's not for me, it's for my child. Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Where's your tattoos? It's not just me, right? She doesn't have... Why doesn't your son's father help you?
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
His family wouldn't
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
That's horrible. Maybe I could reason with your family?
You would do that? But why?
I don't like to see a child suffer.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at tapsters in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promised.
Sometimes silence is best.
It's the lowest level thing I've seen in a while. No, I missed that.
I shall do it.
Proving receipt. Someone in the proving ground. Well, that was going to be my next destination. Now there's the...
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple. You're as kind as you are beautiful. I owe you when I get back on my feet, if my feet still worked. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the Diamond Quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezhda to fill?
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin. But you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Can they just get away with that?
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
What do you mean by brands?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
Where's a body go to get drunk around here?
If you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want.
I should get going now.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
No, thank you. You've been quite nice. Okay, to the proving then. Oh wait, Brother Burkle.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the Tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Oh, break time. Oh, feeling weird. I'll be honest. I'm not feeling great. Ah, whatever. I'll deal with it. Okay, I'll be back in a few. See you soon. back. Still feeling weird. I can't see this going well.
What are you looking at, stranger?
Are you Order?
I could be. What business is it of yours?
If you don't take...
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
Ironically, she would, but... on the other hand, you know, it's a child. The fact that she would have a better life isn't because it's a child, or isn't because it's castle, it's because of how shitty Dwarven society is. Can you pretend your child never exists?
I've been trying. It's not as easy as I thought.
Look, just tell her we never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that...
Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
It is begun.
Okay. And next stop, the Proving. Right, I'm concerned. Oh.
I'm wondering, Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then? A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
Right, I've not yet agreed to sign up with Harrowmont. Okay. Also can't pick. Okay. Right, there's no one to talk to here.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the Proving Arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
What show?
Prince Balin called a citywide meeting this afternoon to honor King Endrin's memory. All the best fighters in Orzammar will face each other in sight of the ancestors and win honor for their champions.
Sounds like fun. I'll come back then.
Enjoy our grand city.
Wait a moment. Did I just see what I thought I did? When did you level up? Getting that. And that. And that. And that. Yeah, I'll be maxing the assassin tree. That's probably where I'm going next. Okay, I can't do anything in the proving at the moment.
The Witch and the Grey Warden are, intimate?
I am hoping that is not a reference to Alistair.
Because it believes I am an oblivious moron.
Anything is possible. As to the original question, is there a reason you ask?
I'm simply curious as to whether or not it bewitched the Grey Warden.
I have no need to force anything.
Oh, my apologies then. I was about to offer my congratulations for a task accomplished.
And not intended as a backhanded compliment at all, yes?
Not at all. I'm the soul of politeness.
Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave Orzammar.
I understand the Swamp Witch is out to slay its own mother.
Entirely in self-defense?
So it claims. It could not have been its plan from the very beginning, then.
I
well.
knew nothing about my mother's intentions prior to finding the book. It was your notion I arranged that.
Unnecessary, considering it is the only one who can read the book. It could just as well be a journal or a book of recipes.
Would you like me to teach you how to read the book? Then you can see for yourself.
Now it is testing me.
Well, do you care enough to learn or no?
No, I do not care.
Then leave me be.
Check if we can level. Nope. Oh, God, I need more decks. For Shale. Unfortunately, this doesn't take me out of Orzammar. Well, that's right. Kind of stealth. Because I expect to get attacked. Apparently not. I was sure I was going to get attacked by a mob.
You really killed all. I'm sure you need supplies after that.
Alright, let's try. I hate that that is on the second option. God, Renee.
I was thinking of writing a song about you. The statue with a heart of gold. Or something like that.
It thinks my heart is made of gold. It is stone as anything else. Cold stone.
I meant that you had a good heart. It seems to me that you do.
And they call this having a heart of gold? Why?
Because gold is precious and shiny and a good heart is just as valuable.
Shiny.
In a matter of speaking.
My heart does not qualify as shiny. I kill, frequently, and not without pleasure.
You have had a difficult life. Deep down at the center of your being, you are a good person. I believe that.
Even though I have never demonstrated this aspect? How peculiar.
You aren't all stone shell. There is a person inside of you.
If so, it is because I ate him.
Godwin, if I recall correctly, is the guy who was hiding in the closet. And I always thought his eyes were weird. And it turns out there might be a reason for that. Not this one. Floor. Nope, there he is.
Ah, hello again. Would you like me to tell you again how wonderful you are?
Well, seriously, look
Or
at his
maybe
eyes.
you just
It's
like to
like
talk a little?
his slower is all red. Your name's Godwin? I met a dwarf who mentioned you.
Rogek? Well, he's a personal friend, and sometimes we, you know, correspond. Did he, have anything for me?
Leliana. But I bought it, so you're dealing with me now.
Yes, yes. I'll take it off your hands right now. What about 50 sovereigns? That's a good price, no?
Make it 60 and we're in business.
You drive a hard bargain, friend.
I'm not going to push
Children may
75.
be starving. But I don't, so here's your gold. Out of curiosity, do you know why this lyrium took so long to get here?
There's trouble in Orzammar and they're keeping people out.
Dwarves and their politics. Always causing trouble. How is the situation now?
I think the unrest will continue for some time.
Ah, I see. Well, I just wanted to know if I should expect another late delivery.
Why do you need all this lyrium?
Well, mages need lyrium for spells and things. Nothing you'd know about.
But I'm curious. I saved you.
I suppose you did at that. Well, yes, but you see, the Templars use lyrium too. They cannot manipulate natural energies like mages can, but they need to be able to fight us. The big problem with lyrium is that it has diminishing returns, and the Templars become dependent on it. If it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it.
How do you keep this operation hidden?
Those that know what I do have good reason not to get me in trouble.
I could try blackmailing him. I'm not going to. I think I'll take my leave of you now.
Goodbye, then.
I'm going to talk to him.
Ah, hello again. Or maybe you'd just like to talk a little.
Just so.
Might not.
So I made 20 gold profit on that. And now I'm lost. There we go.
Very well.
I'm not talking to you, dickhead.
I do not understand why you hate birds so much.
It is because I had to endure their chirping, their perching, and most especially their constant
No, I understand that part, but they were just being what they are.
Exactly. Disgusting vermin with wings. Darkspawn must be exterminated for being what they are as well.
But a bird is a creature of grace and beauty. They open their mouths and they sing.
The bard hears music. I hear a wail of banshees that boils my blood.
But what about a nightingale? Or a swan?
They are not pigeons, it is true. Still, evil beasts of the sky.
I give up.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery.
Dagnar of Orzammar wishes to study magic.
Orzammar? Indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries.
I don't think she minds what she wants to study. She's aware of this, but her interest is not waned.
Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered.
She's willing to give up caste and clan for this.
I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagnar of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices when it is appropriate.
Thank you, First Enchanter.
If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
I think she'll be very interested in what happens.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you.
Anything else I could do?
You've already done much for the Circle. Now you must see to your duty as a Grey Warden.
Forgive me, but I must take my leave.
I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
We'll go to camp first. How much money do I have? 130. I think this is really, really good for the deep broys, so I'm going to keep hold of it. Just tossed something in that I shouldn't have, but don't know what it was. I've forgotten.
I shall do it.
Honestly, I'd just like to transfer both of those over. I could do that right now. Let's talk to Shale.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Well, that's a good first conversation. And what's with the heavy sighs?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Glad to know you care, at least.
It's true. One single tear, and then it's off to the north, I think. Or maybe west. I haven't decided. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
You're still with me, I think.
Yes. Its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, nice day. You're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
I like Shale. I would have expected Golden to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
They dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
You just seem very animated.
I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
No, I agree. It's an experience, I'll give it that.
So is being drawn and quartered. Maybe I'm not the only one with a smart mouth. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Yeah, no one needs to see that. I only got 2 off that one. I think I could maybe have done better. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
There's crystals in your skin.
I like to think of them as accessories.
But what do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
That still doesn't explain
As I
anything.
understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
But they can do other things too.
Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Would you be willing to have more added?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
I'm told you killed your former master.
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Vague, but not non-existent.
Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
Alter you? Why? I'm fine as you are.
Flattery. And obvious flattery, too. I feel warm and fuzzy inside. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
So he hit the kill me button by accident.
Ho, ho, ho. It does like to laugh, does it?
I'm not joking. That's quite serious.
And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
That must have been terrible. I'm sorry.
In fact, at first, I found it more of a relief. For so many years, I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first, I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Maybe it has something to do with the crystals.
Possibly. Except that he was not experimenting with the crystals at the time, I think. But my memory is not good. It may be correct. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Oh, that went well.
Ooh, shiny.
What was the skill? Mine's strength. I think I've got another one for you. Oh, no, I didn't buy it. I saw it, didn't buy it. Okay. I forgot to look at that armor. What I suspect it was a mod.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
Ridiculous. It's a gift, Morrigan.
You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received a gift. Not one which did not come at a price. I suppose I should say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful. Truly.
But it makes me... Oh! Dang! Still only tier 3. I get another one if I had the items for it, which I don't. Oh no, that's the overall thing.
I have something for you.
What do you mean?
I mean that I have a gift for you. 'Tis a ring. Now before you get any foolish notions, let me explain. Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead.
It's a sweet gift, thank you.
It is not given out of sentimentality. I believe you were too important to risk. If you were captured, this ring would allow the rest of us to find you quickly.
Does it do anything else?
Flemeth used to say that 'twas a link between us, one that I presumed worked both ways. I never tested it, but I doubt she would have lied over such a thing, so it would mean I am linked to you as much as you to I.
So I could find you if need be.
I do not know. As I said, I never tested it. Perhaps.
Seeker. I don't like that response. It's like, oh, I'm glad to see you care. It's like, oh, you're actually showing emotion, bitch. You're always so callous. That is definitely not purely out of practicality. I'm going to ask this.
I have no desire to see us part company so soon. Not unless we wish to, that is. Do not read more into it than is there. You have supplied me with equipment. Certainly this is not so very different, is it?
Thank you for the gift.
You are welcome. Perhaps it will be useful someday.
I got another +10. How close is she to maxing it? Ooh. 87. I think she needs to get to 100 as the maximum. Leliana. I think this is actually just a generic.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
It's up to 88.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Nothing. Never mind. Yeah, that's unsurprising. Because if I go to skills, yep, she's got the third one.
Oh, marvelous.
Yeah, I was a little worried that's going to be so low.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
You know about Welcome? Yes, quite.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you
Really?
think it's going.
Is
she
it?
is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
There's more to us than that.
I am telling you what I see and what my instincts tell me. And even if the feelings you share are genuine, this affair may not be the best thing for either of you. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
I can handle my responsibilities and my relationships.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
Honestly, you're pissing me off with this. You actually really pissed me off with this. Samuel dies and I don't have to make the choice. What am I supposed to? Yeah, okay, let's go. I don't want to have to make that choice.
Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be aware of this.
Morgan and I can handle whatever comes our way.
If you insist, I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
Fuck off.
What's on your mind?
Oh, she's something about the stuff.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Nothing right now. Okay, right, you can bite me. Okay, right, I need to go to Redcliffe to get the sword for Sten.
Sometimes best.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
All right, that way round. I was gonna go like round here, but nope. I do that every single time I come here. I maybe should have brought Stan. Oh, I can change party right now.
Pigeon crap.
Of all the...
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes. Horse feathers. Indeed.
It's being weird though, not letting me select people. Oh hey, you got levels. I've forgotten already. I haven't made up my mind what am I saying? Oh no, I can still unlock Berserker. None of these only help for him, so I'm just going to hit next for the moment. Okay, right. He has Indomitable. He has Threaten. He has Warcry. Two Hands Sweep. He's missing Critical Strike. Does Mighty Blow. Right, so this is in his tactics, so I'm going to go in there. That's his tactics complete.
Phew, some fight. Reminds me why I left Orzammar in the first place.
Why is that?
Constant fighting. A warrior's life there is blood, ash, and dust. Though I'm not sure who's dirtier. These creatures are darkspawn.
What do you intend to do now?
Rebuild. Same thing I intended to do before. Except this time, there's more humans left alive to help. First thing I'm gonna do is get some sleep. For about a week. Go celebrate or whatever it is you're gonna do. You won, right? You're a hero. Or something. Go celebrate or whatever you have to do.
I'm looking for the Canary sword you bought.
Now, why would you be interested in that?
It's mine.
You know, Farron didn't mention the giant he took it from was alive.
Name your price.
6 sovereigns.
Fine.
That wasn't so hard, was it? It's in my strongbox. Here's the key.
Yeah, I'm not going to cause a fight with him. This guy fought for us. Did I complete a quest?
The captain sends his regards.
Oh right, I did. Okay, is there anything else to do here in Redcliffe? I'm not buying thingy off the smithy at the moment. Can I just go from here?
None shall.
It's worth a shot. Yeah, I went straight from town to the camp. That's fantastic. Okay. Now, is it list? Yeah, it's over here.
Strange. I had almost forgotten it. Completion. Are you sure you are a Grey Warden? I think you must be an Ashkari to find a single lost blade in a country at war.
You're welcome, Stan.
I would thank you for this, if I knew how. And I could deliver a much more satisfying answer to the Arishok's question if the Blight were ended. Don't you agree?
So you're staying then?
I am one of the Beresad, I have never abandoned the field with a battle unmet.
I'm glad to have you, Stan.
Yes, it isn't every Grey Warden who has her own Beresad. I will see you reach the Archdemon. Lead the way.
I like Stan. Stan is genuinely a really different character. You could make the mistake of thinking he's kind of almost like oh god damn it, Batista's character in the Guardian of the Galaxy films, where he's like basically presents as incredibly autistic and taking everything literally. That's not actually what Sten is doing. Sten has a point to everything he's been saying. It's different, but it exists. Yeah, I'm not surprised at that. Oh no, Asada got promoted. I was hoping that would happen. It's still not very good though. So actually I'm just going to toss it in there. I feel bad about that, but also, you know, I stand by it. Okay. Right. What's next? I've completed Sten's Crest. I want to go to Denerim because I feel like now is the time to do Leliana's quest. What happened there? I tried to go stealth and it's like, no.
Sometimes silent.
Oh, see.
Indeed.
I have reasoning for this. No, got that completely free. Now, let's see if I fuck this.
Hello there, Warden. I've heard. Good for you. I've also heard you have... I want to help you.
Who are you?
The name is Slim. I hear a great... I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself.
Tell me more. I'm interested.
Well, ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in
I want
shadows?
to know about it all.
Different opportunities. Oh, you're multi-talented, are you?
See, this is new.
In these parts. Since the guard will hang or skewer you if you get caught, it makes advancement dicey. Now that we have that settled, just ask away. One point. I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fella really had it coming, eh? I realise sometimes you do what you have to, but restrained, right? So, what are you interested in?
You have a mark for me?
I've got one. Should be easy pickings. 50 silver.
Pay.
A lady's maid is in the marketplace. She's wearing bright green. Should be easy to spot. She's got a purse with some of her mistress's ill-gotten gems. Just relieve her of her purse, and then we both come out ahead. Good luck, Warden.
None shall see.
Gamely.
You're back, eh? One lady's maid groped and pilfered.
There was no groping.
How
Thank
I'd
you
like
very
to
much.
imagine it happened. You want something else?
You have a mark for me?
I got one. Better than the last. 1 sovereign.
Pay.
I thought you might like this one. Sir Nancine has a fancy and expensive sword. Paid for courtesy of her oppressive taxes on her lands. She's going to be at the wonders of Thedas soon, no doubt figuring new ways to kick her peasants where it hurts. This swipe will be tougher. She's got good eyes, and stealing a sword from a scabbard isn't easy. If you can blend in shadows, that might help. Good hunting to you, Warden.
Right, I might not be able to do this. I might actually be able to do it though. I don't know.
Very well.
This weather is Byzantine silence is best.
Turn this in and then take a break this way. That's probably not very pleasant to see on video where I shoot that back and forth so quickly.
You're back, eh? Once Sir Nancine realises she's robbed, I bet she'll be furious. That's delicious. Truly well done. You have time for another?
You have a mark for me?
I'm glad you asked. It'll cost you 3 sovereigns.
Pay it?
We're not stealing from a lass this time. We're stealing from Ban Derby. Master Tilver, the Ban silversmith, has been on holiday for the past couple of weeks, but he's in town for the day. All of his valuable, expensive goods are locked up tight, but he has the key. He's got 2 guards with him, not the cheap kind either. If you can get by them, you should be good. Luck to you, Warden. You're back, eh? No luck yet, eh? Keep trying.
Not really a good place to break in.
I'm following up a lead if it all works out.
Okay, can't do that one yet. Right, crime wave. Talent market. Oh, right, I've got something to turn on there. I know I was going to take the bait, but I've got one or 2 things.
None shall see me.
How long are we going to wait?
As long as the master wants. We get paid either way.
The tart's not going to show.
The whore is not our problem.
Right, right.
All men are the work of our maker's hand. Nice to see you again.
I found these scrolls in the Teventa ruin.
Really? Oh, pardon my incredulity. I would like to examine them in any event.
Be careful with them. They seem ancient.
Let me see. The scrolls are old, no question, and the script. It's written in cipher. Early believers used them to keep their writings safe from the Devinter Magus. These could be authentic. Please, let me examine it.
But it's on the TV. Here you go. I'm not going to ask for payment.
I need parchment, quill, and ink. What was the trick to the cipher again? Ah. I examined your scrolls. I know a few of the early chantry ciphers, but I'm not fully familiar with this one. The bits I have made out. This may be an account of Maferath's final days, and perhaps more.
As in Andraste's husband?
I know, it's remarkable. The same Maferath who betrayed our prophet and saw her burn alive in Minrath Rus. If we could get a real translation, well, it could be the find of our lifetime.
How long would it take to decipher?
It could take months. The ciphers were designed to be difficult for the Magisters to decrypt. Who knows what secrets we can uncover, what truths we can find. Here is all of the allowance I have for acquisitions. Take it and go. 1,000 blessings.
Those who bring ham.
So much to do.
I know the chant like the back of my hand.
Master Tilver is busy. Sorry.
Oh, I need to get him to bugger off. Okay.
You're back, eh? No luck yet, eh? Keep trying.
Oh, I'll see you later.
Right you are.
Have I misunderstood something? Go to...
Sometimes silence is best.
You're back, eh? So you've struck again, eh? Ban Derby will be foaming at the mouth. I bet all of those rich louts will be afraid to go out. I'm not sure if I have anything else handy.
You have a mark for me?
I'm lining something up. The bleeding perfect mark. It'll be your greatest crime yet. But so far, the opportunity hasn't presented itself. If I find a way, I'll let you know. Maybe do something else in the city. Get a drink, visit a brothel, whatever Grey Wardens do to pass the time.
Okay.
If it isn't the champion who succeeded in the quest for the Sacred Urn, I had not expected to see you so soon. I've written to the Chantry, telling them of your adventures. They are interested in having me lead an expedition. What do you think of that? I'm quite excited.
That's great news, Brother Gentile.
You made this all possible. I could never thank you quite enough, but I'm certainly going to try. Here, take this reward. I want you to have it. It will certainly do more good in your hands than lying around in this dusty house, eh? And if I can ask, have you gone to see the Arl? I have heard no news.
Arl Lehman has been cured by the ashes.
Make smiles on us. Thank you. And now, if you will excuse me, I have so much to prepare for. I wish Waylon was here to see all this.
Ooh. It's not actually top tier. You can get higher. That's the imposter's corpse. Raylon's one, on the other hand, is gone. The real Raylon's. Okay, right. Need to be careful what I'm about to do next, which is save and go and break. Be back in a few minutes. I'm back.
I shall do it.
Right, let's go in here. Let's see what Heron has for sale.
Welcome back. You looking for fine armor?
Let's see what you have for sale.
Certainly.
Because he might not sell it yet. I want that. And I want that. I can actually afford it. But the dagger is actually a higher priority for me. Okay, so he's got both. See, this is what I mean. You really do need, in the end, a lot of money. So I'm going to get lots of... Right. Because once you do all the Drake and Dragon scale equipment, which also, if you want the best results, you have to pay money for.
None shall see me.
Stuff I don't think is going to matter, but...
Silence is best.
Leliana! Ah, so lovely to see you again, my dear. Spare me the pleasantries. I know you're... Oh, you must excuse the shabby accommodations. I try to be a good host, but you see what I have to work with.
Yeah, this is not a French actress.
Smells like wet dog everywhere. I cannot get this smell out. Even now it is in my hair, my
Leliana, there's been someone else who is Elysian in the Market Square. Why did you send assassins after Leliana?
So businesslike, your companion.
You framed me, had me caught, and tortured. I thought that in Ferelden I would be free of you, but it seems I am not. What happened to make you hate me so? Why do you want me dead so badly?
Dead? Nonsense. I know you, my Leliana. I know what you are capable of. 4 or 5 men you can dispatch easily. They were sent to give you cause to come to me. And see, here you are.
You could have just sent her a letter.
Ignore what she says. She's lying. I know how she works. What are you up to, Marjolaine? Why are you in Ferelden?
In truth, you have knowledge that you can use against me. For my own safety, I cannot let you be. It is you think I did not know where you were? Did you think I would not watch, my Leliana? What is she up to, I thought? The quiet life, the peasant clothes, hair ragged and messy like a boy. This is not her. You were planning something, I told myself, so I watched. But no letters were sent, no messages, you barely spoke to anyone. Clever, Leliana, very clever. You almost had me fooled.
Clever.
But then, you left the chantry so suddenly.
So very clever.
What conclusion should I draw?
Clever.
You tell me.
You think I left because of you? You think I still have some plan for revenge? You are insane, paranoid.
now. Let's help the Grey Warden. That is all.
Oh, is that what you think? If I were you, I would believe nothing she says. Not a one. She will use you. You look at her and you see a simple girl, a friend, trusting and warm. It is an act.
I am not you, Marjolaine. I left because I didn't want to become you.
Oh, but you are me. You cannot escape it. No one will understand you the way I do, because we are one and the same. Do you know why you were a master manipulator, Leliana? It is because you enjoyed the game. You reveled in the power it gave you. You cannot change or deny this.
I trust Leliana, no matter what you say.
Thank you. You will not threaten me or my friends again, Marjolaine. I want you out of my life forever.
I know she'll hound you as long as she lives.
You've caused too much pain for too many, Marjolaine. It ends here.
And you think you can kill me like that? I made you, Leliana. I can destroy you just as easily.
Okay. Right, so we've got hold position still. But what I'm going to do is everyone as far back as possible. Okay, it's not working. Okay, I didn't have to be quite so sneaky. Okay, let's turn that off. I can stick you back to melee. Some of us.
Shall be done.
Yeah, that's my own fault.
She's dead. She's dead because of me. I need some time to myself. We will talk later.
Okay, tactics, shell. Undo you, put all you back on. Aggressive, save that. What am I missing? Just doing more. She might not have this ability yet. Okay. It's missing a few actually. I didn't actually change their equipment, which I should have. Yeah, that's better. More clothing. Right. I should be able to do this now.
A little something extra for friendship.
No crests. I'm missing one of those. I haven't done Brazilian Forest or Deep Roads. Haven't done that. One in the Alienage. Again at the Alienage. I'm pretty sure.
Need a message delivered? None faster in Denerim.
Good lad. So I'm gonna check in here. Doesn't seem to be in there. The only place I can think of her being. So I can only assume she's not. She must be in the alienage. In this case, let's save it first. Map. World map. I said, whoa, map. Oh, I can't go to there from here. That sucks.
Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong. Every piece.
Sure. I don't expect it to have anything good. He has something interesting. It's not actually good though. And he has that, which is... That is actually a very good weapon. It's medium, so I'm not really a fan. It's not in any of the lists. I'm up to 143. I'm getting close. Sword belt. It's like, that only gave 5. Am I at the max? Okay. Right. Back to camp. I swear these loading screens are getting longer. Oh, this is chugging.
If there's anything I can... I'm sure...
Oh, this is not good. No, I can actually afford this. Not going to. I'm never going to get that. I don't think that's a better weapon for Ogren. I will be buying that. I already have one of those. Get those pants. Yeah, that's one thing I'll buy at some point. Save.
Enchantment?
Yeah, every single thing it's doing is making me worry. I think it's only the garnets I need to keep, and I can flog all the rest.
Oh, hello. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
No, I thought you looked like you wanted to talk though.
It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
Do share.
I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me. And now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her.
Maybe you did and didn't want to admit it.
I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel.
You keep saying
She
is.
uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry.
She would have attacked you there eventually.
Maybe, but that is not the point. I was a different person there. I forgot my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. It's already happened. When we killed her, I enjoyed it. Seeing her dead gave me satisfaction.
She did you a great injustice.
But that is no reason to rejoice over her death. That is what she would do. I don't want that. What we're doing, what we've done, hunted men down, killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping.
Right. This is a hardening conversation. You're not slipping, this is who you are, is, I believe, the path I would take to harden Leliana. The thing is, do I want to? What? Certainly her bardic skills are very useful. And I'm not talking like the in-game mechanics, I mean the talents and skills that she developed as a bard in Orlais are things that are very handy to Grey Warden. Whereas her being from the Chantry, her faith in the Maker isn't. Actually, none of that's helped in the slightest. It's never done a single thing for me. But that's all practicalities. That's not talking about people. It's not talking about searching for a purpose, trying to find a path through life that you can leverage yourself for. Because it's easy to live a life where, you know, you get by, you have everything come to you, but you're a crap person. Now, it doesn't mean that you'd be like fantastic rich, but you know, all the things that you need to live a reasonable life you can get and be a crap person. And you can be a good person who struggles to get any of those, but they're not really linked, so I don't know why I'm going that way. What I'm saying is, this is a balance between who Leliana is to the warden as a tool in the battle against the Blight, and who Leliana is a person to herself. The fact is, she is very good at the bard and she enjoys the life. She worried about how things went in Orlais, the betrayal at Marjolaine's hands, and the torture she suffered through, having to abandon everything, run away for her own life, and try to start new, start completely differently. But she'll always be a bard. But that's the point. If she can be a bard without becoming Marjolaine, it's an active choice, a decision. So, the point is, Marjolaine chose who she became, so can you.
How can you be so sure?
You left the chance to help others. That means
Do you
something.
really think so? Hearing you say that gives me comfort. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider. Thank you for listening to me.
That's going to come back and bite me, isn't it? Oh, okay, right. I'm going to be honest, I don't like how this is going. How the computer's acting. That's not what I wanted. Oh, none of this is. I meant journal. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Quit the game in progress and return to save main menu. Yes. It's a bit early, 15 minutes early, but I'm actually going to stop here. Hopefully this is going to run better tomorrow. It's possible I just have too much crap in my inventory. I could get rid of loads of it, actually. Loads of weapons and armor don't need to be kept. So that might be a thing where I just boil all that down. I also need to basically farm loads of money. It's like I need like 1,000. And that might not be enough. But it's like aim for 1,000 gold. Farm that. And also, I am actually going to do something a little bit different next stream. But I'm not going to say what it is here. If you want to know, you'll have to either watch me live tomorrow at 8 PM UK time, or watch the videos that I upload to YouTube. All of these streams get recorded, unedited, get recorded and uploaded to YouTube unedited. So, including like where I went for a break for like 15 minutes yesterday because I had to take a shit. But those are your two options if you want to find out what I'm going to be doing next. So tomorrow, clock 8 PM UK time, I'll be streaming some more Dragon Age Origins, and hopefully I will see you then. Ta-ta for now.